This is KMTV 3 News Now, live at 10.
And we begin with breaking news tonight. Our cameras are at Spring Lake Golf Course where there is a heavy police presence. You can see right now the car is flipped over. This is near 16th and Spring Lake. We understand there were people inside this vehicle when it flipped over. However, there are no reports of any injuries at this time. You can see police are on the scene. This is by the golf course there at Spring Lake.
Maybe this was happening to her because she's had some awareness around what sex trafficking really is.
A Nebraska convenience store clerk takes action when a scared teenager sounds the alarm about possibly being the victim of human sex trafficking. The girl thought she was going on a trip with people she met on social media, but the only one who showed up was a guy, an adult, who became very controlling real fast.
But as they were driving through our state just 35 miles from Omaha, the teen saw her chance and sought help. 3 News Now senior reporter Jake Wazakowski has the details.
The Nebraska State Patrol is investigating a 16-year-old girl possibly being sex trafficked in the Midwest. Court documents indicate early this month the teen told clerks at the Cubbies off Interstate 80 at the Greenwood exit that she worried she was in danger. Authorities arrived and got her to safety.
The person on duty followed the guideline. I mean, we listened.
Bob Schulte with Cubbies helps train employees at their stores to watch for prostitution, usually near the semi-lots. He says they watch for warning signs and call police or the sex trafficking hotline.
I believe we're doing our part to stop it. I mean, it's certainly a scourge, and it's hard to believe it happens.
Documents say the teen met a 20-year-old man through a couple of friends on Facebook, and they planned a trip from Illinois to Colorado. The teen girl was the only one who came, and she told the trooper the male wouldn't let her make calls. Told her to give a fake name if they saw police and say she wasn't being kidnapped. Alicia Weber with the Salvation Army's safety program, which fights to end sex trafficking, says the controlling scenario has a bunch of red flags. She says parents need to teach what can happen in these situations.
It sounds like she felt that maybe this was happening to her because she's had some awareness around what sex trafficking really is. So I think preparing kids and giving them that knowledge, first of all.
In 2016, the national hotline says 43 cases were reported in Nebraska. The man in question has been released by police, but the investigation is ongoing. Weber says everyone needs to know someone in danger may be closer than you think.
If you see something, say something, for sure. And, be prepared. If somebody comes to you and says they think this is happening, believe them and help them get the help that they need, either by calling 911.
That was Jake Wazakowski reporting. The community gathered tonight to remember the man who lost his life weeks after being shot outside a North Omaha convenience store. A prayer walk at 42nd and Ames served as a reminder of the tragedy. It's where someone killed 25-year-old LaRon Rogers in early March. He died last night.
Tonight I felt a lot of love. I felt a lot of togetherness with everyone being here. Okay, there was a lot of sorrow. But at the same time, sir, you know what? I felt a lot of strength. I felt a lot of strength with the coming together of everyone tonight.
Police believe he may have been the victim of a robbery. So far, no arrests have been made. Investigators are looking for a white Chevy Impala with no license plates.
New at 10 on 3 News Now. A grand jury has cleared a Cass County Sheriff's deputy in a deadly shooting last year. The panel determined that Deputy Tyler Reef had reason to believe his life was in danger when he shot 23-year-old Austin Byer 5 times last September. Byer was unarmed. Deputy Reef had stopped him for reckless driving in Louisville. Byer got out of his car and ran at the deputy, ignoring commands to stop. A scary sight in Bennington today. Look at this, a school bus on its side. The bus and a Dodge Ram pickup truck collided at 156th and Highway 36 around 3 this afternoon. The bus driver and a student walked away with only bumps and bruises. The driver of the truck was not hurt.
Now, your Weather Alert First forecast.
We have some showers developing across the Omaha metro right now, along with some sprinkles, but the more active weather has been off to the west of us over central Nebraska tonight. That's where the severe thunderstorm warnings have been firing up. Nothing is going on to the north of us, but down to the south, we are monitoring the potential for some more activity heading in our direction. The biggest thing that we're dealing with right now, strong wind gusts. If you've stepped outside, those winds are coming in from the south. That's keeping us in the 70s right now. Reported out at Epley at 44 miles an hour, but we've had some other reports of 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts. This is not from storms. This is just the strong southerly flow that is helping to tap all that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, and it's the front that we've been talking about that will be impacting us here over the next 24 hours. Right now, just a few sprinkles showing up over parts of western Iowa, just north of Atlantic, around Denison, and even over Nebraska City and Lincoln. More showers will continue to develop here as we go into the overnight hours, but the more intense storms off to the north of us from around Neely to even Creighton, Ord, O'Neill. All of this is lifting to the northeast. No severe thunderstorm warnings within this line of storms right now. Possibly moving into Norfolk here, I would say within the next half hour. This is the area that has intensified a little bit more just off to the west of York. That's where severe thunderstorm warning is in effect right now until 11:30 tonight from Hamilton, Merrick, Polk, and York counties, pushing close to Stromsburg. There is the potential that we could see some strong gusty winds in excess of about 60-70 miles an hour from some of these storms developing. We've had some small hail up to about $half size with the storms back to the north of us, but right now in the next hour, this is what FutureScan is showing us. York, moderate rainfall getting closer to Lincoln. This is around midnight, after midnight, and Norfolk. You could be looking at some stronger storms moving in. I'll let you know when we can expect the best activity here in the metro and how much rain we're expected to see.
All right, Jen, thanks. Have health concerns tonight in Sarpy and Douglas counties after someone landed in the hospital with the measles. On March 12th, the infected person was traveling on a Delta flight from Minneapolis to Omaha. After the plane landed, the person was in the South Terminal and baggage claim area of Epley. Then the person went to the Hampton Inn in La Vista through the 17th before visiting 3 healthcare facilities. Dr. Ann O'Keefe with the Douglas County Health Department says the symptoms usually start with a fever, cough, then later a rash.
The virus can float in the air and it can stay there for up to 2 hours. So even after a person has left a room, if you're in that same room, you can actually become infected if you are not immune to measles.
Babies are the most vulnerable since they cannot get vaccinated for the virus until they are a year old.
A huge issue in Sarpy County tonight, a 10-year plan unveiled for Papio La Vista schools. The future does not include building a new high school, but it does involve using what's already there. With growing enrollment, the school board began work on a bond issue campaign to kick off next year. That money would pay for new space at the 2 existing high schools, Papio and Papio South. Administrators also talked about curriculum.
Some specific areas we look forward to diving into are in the STEM areas like health science, specifically biomedical research, computer science, programming, purposeful programming, and continuing to build on what we do with regard to the skilled and technical trades.
Superintendent Andy Rickley says that will take students to the next level. The district currently offers 18 advanced placement courses.
We are more than halfway through March Madness, and we now know 4 teams going to the Elite 8.
Great games on 3 News Now tonight saw Oregon and the Jayhawks advance. Playing a bracket is popular. In fact, as popular as fantasy football. It's fun. Reporter Miranda Christian tonight on the boom or bust.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
March is a time for one thing and one thing only.
It's the best time of the year.
Again, I'm a big Michigan fan. Having some good food and just hanging out with people.
Clancy's is really kind of the hot spot for brackets and basketball.
March Madness.
Do you have a bracket this year?
Oh, I have one, or I had one, I guess. Not very good anymore, but...
Why is that? What happened?
Well, Duke lost. That was the first big thing.
Yeah, my whole right side looks good.
I've been in last place the entire time.
Thursday night, everyone was huddled around a TV and hoping the right team would get the W.
I need Gonzaga, and my friend here needs the other side, West Virginia. but I haven't beat him up yet. I'm going to give him a break.
I think I have Michigan winning this game, and then I need Gonzaga to win because I had Gonzaga making the Final Four.
And while some brackets are long gone,
My bracket's toast, but what makes the tournament so fun?
the madness doesn't stop.
Not to necessarily save my bracket, but to screw over everybody else would have Gonzaga lose, and then I won't be in last place when we end. That's my best chance.
I'm just enjoying the moment for what it is. But yeah, I'd like to see somebody out of the ordinary win it.
So hopefully your bracket didn't suffer too bad this evening. The Elite Eight will start tomorrow night. We will have 2 more games on our station, CBS, starting at 6 o'clock. Reporting on March Madness, I'm Miranda Christian, 3 News Now.
A lot of fun there, a lot of fun here. The Latino Peace Officers Association is gearing up for the biggest Easter egg hunt in the Omaha area. Volunteers filled, get this, 12,000 eggs this week. Tonight they packed another 8,000 inside the Christie Heights Community Center at 37th and P in South Omaha. It has become so popular, organizers have added carnival rides, bounce houses, and fire trucks.
And in some of these eggs, there's a prize. It's a little coupon that tells you what you won. Maybe you want a bicycle, maybe you want an Easter egg basket, or I'm sorry, Easter basket, and other various prizes.
Like a fortune cookie, only better. The event takes place the week of Easter, rain or shine.
Looks like they all have prizes though, because
Hey.
there's candy in them.
Oh yeah, 20,000 eggs and counting.
Yeah.
The president demands a vote on the replacement for Obamacare, but GOP leaders hit the brakes.
Whether we can expect a vote tomorrow and if the doubt will upend the plans.
And the names are put to the suspects, one in the London terror attack, the other threats to American Jewish Center. Details next.
Your time is valuable. At H&H Chevrolet, we understand that. So we do everything we can to make sure your visit here is a good one, from our helpful employees to the deals we offer. Like this brand new 2017 Silverado Double Cab, now $12,000 off MSRP or just $299 a month. Because with deals like this, how can you not leave happy? Visit H&H Chevrolet today, where at every turn, our focus is you.
It's spring. Time to clean things up and get back on target. It's time to get focused, stay safe at home, and unlock new potential so that you can feel good on the trigger and at home on the range. Cabela's Spring Great Outdoor Days. Family events, amazing deals. Your one stop before the range. Get $40 off a SIG Kilo rangefinder. Shop in-store and online at Cabela's.com.
This is the Silverado Special Edition.
This is one gorgeous truck.
Oh, did I say there was only one special edition? Because actually there's 5.
Nice. Strength and style.
Which one's your favorite?
Come home with me.
Make a strong decision. Current qualified GM lessees can get this Chevy Silverado for around $289 a month. See your Heartland Chevy dealers.
This portion sponsored by CHI Health.
All week, we've heard from the White House that the healthcare overhaul will happen. Now a vote set for tonight in the House is delayed as the Trump administration tries to gather enough support.
President Trump is demanding a House vote tomorrow on the plan to replace Obamacare, and Republicans say that will happen. Weijia Zhang has the latest from the White House.
White House Chief Strategist Steve Bannon confirmed to reporters President Trump wants a vote on the GOP health care bill Friday. The House went back into session Thursday night as Republicans try to gather the votes.
For 7.5 years, we have been promising the American people that we will repeal and replace this broken law because it's collapsing and it's failing families. And tomorrow we're proceeding.
Conservatives gave President Trump a standing ovation when he met with them Thursday morning, but he still couldn't seal the deal despite giving in to their demands to decrease the cost of health care premiums by rolling back coverage on emergency room visits, maternity care, prescription drugs, and mental health care. A new report by the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office says the recent changes to the plan would mean smaller federal savings than the original estimate. Democrats remain flat out opposed.
Whether you call it Trump Care, or whether you call it the Broken Promises Bill, or whether you call it the Pay More and Get Less bill, it's a bad bill, and we will fight it all the way.
Republicans were intent on repealing Obamacare Thursday, the 7th anniversary of former President Obama signing it into law. The delay on the vote is a setback for President Trump in the first key legislative test of his young presidency. He downplayed the GOP divide during a meeting with truckers.
We have a great bill, and I think we have a very good chance, but it's only politics.
GOP leaders want the bill passed in both chambers before the Easter recess in 2 weeks. Weijia Zhang, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Since the campaign, President Trump has presented himself as a straight shooter, but a recent Quinnipiac poll shows that his unsubstantiated wiretapping claims have been damaging. 60% of voters do not believe that he is honest. 39% of Republicans do not believe his allegation that former President Obama wiretapped Trump Tower in New York. In his book, The Art of the Deal, published 30 years ago, Mr. Trump referred to his style as truthful hyperbole, an innocent form of exaggeration and a very effective form of promotion.
A 52-year-old British man is blamed for Wednesday's terror attack near Parliament in London. Khalid Mossad drove his car into a number of people on Westminster Bridge, crashed, and then rushed onto Parliament grounds yesterday. Massoud killed 4 people, including an American and a policeman. Dozens of others were injured. Police then killed him. Massoud had been arrested previously on assault, weapons, and public disorder offenses.
Elsewhere, Israeli police arrested an 18-year-old man with American and Israeli citizenship who they believe is responsible for a wave of threats made to Jewish community centers in the United States, Australia, and New Zealand. Investigators believe the hacker made a majority of the 170 threats. His public defender says he has a brain tumor, which might affect his actions.
And strong storms continue out across the West. I'll let you know if we can expect any of that activity to move our way as we go into the overnight hours.
The Honda Dream Garage sales event means giant savings at the Honda Giant Honda Cars of Bellevue, where it's all about you. Drive a new Civic, only $219 a month with 0 down. This KBB Best Buy winner comes with Bluetooth backup camera and more. 0 down and $219 a month. When you want it all, get it all at the Honda Giant Honda Cars of Bellevue. One small step off Kennedy Freeway, one giant Honda savings store.
Be ready for Camping Frenzy with a 2018 Patriot RV exclusively at AC Nelson. This perfect Patriot has a bunkhouse and queen bed, only $127 a month or $10,988. The nation's #1 selling 26 DBH is just $185 a month or $17,988. Our Patriot toy haulers provide tons of gear storage. Save now during Camping Frenzy. AC Nelson, 118th and L. Lifetime memories begin here.
Every morning when I go to work, I think about what I can do to keep our families safe, expand opportunities for our children to grow and prosper, and create good-paying jobs. These are my priorities. This is my vision to move Omaha forward.
Mayor Gene Stothert is working hard for our community, adding 56 new police officers, creating new job training opportunities, and fixing the city finances.
I'm Gene Stothert. I'm proud of our progress and excited about our future.
You didn't know we had doors at Window World, did you? A new entry and storm door system is a stunning transformation to the front of your home. And we have limitless options to suit your taste. How about that noisy old garage door that's starting to show its age every time you pull into the drive? Or maybe that sliding, grinding patio door that makes your family get-togethers a lot less enjoyable? We can help you with all of your door needs. Come visit us so you can see them and touch them before you buy.
Need service fast? Come to Honda Cars of Bellevue and take advantage of no appointment express service.
Now, your weather alert forecast.
We have a few showers across the area right now here in the Omaha metro, but totally different story over the central part of the state and beginning to move into the western half of our viewing area right now. The biggest thing that we're dealing with here in Omaha and even back to the west over York is 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts. This is not from storms. This is just a strong, steadily flow of moisture and a strong south wind that is coming in and being generated because of a cold front back to the west of us. Those winds will continue to remain very strong here. Right now, a few showers popping up from Denison off to the east, north of Atlantic, around Nebraska City, even over Lincoln. Not a whole lot happening here for us tonight as we go into the overnight hours. Looks like the one area that could see the potential threat for some stronger storms, at least strong gusty winds, is from Strasburg to even York. All of this moving to the northeast about 35 miles an hour. There is a warning in effect right now for Polk and York until 11:30. So just for a little bit longer. Back to the north of us, right around York. This is the area just off to the west of us from Grand Island to Hastings and even around Kearney that has been dealing with severe storms, producing wind gusts up to about 60 miles an hour. Now, the more intense line of storms right now is from Neely to even Norfolk. North of Norfolk, we're looking even at Creighton. Tons of lightning with this storm complex. It has had a history of producing half-dollar size hail and gusty winds up to about 60 miles an hour. This is all drifting off to the northeast at about 25 miles an hour. As we take a look at Future Scan on our Viper HD, this does a great job of showing us what's going to happen in the next hour with the showers and the storms. Notice that things wrap up in York. We have a little bit better activity between York and Lincoln, so some moderate rain expected there. Further to the north, Norfolk, it looks like you could see that storm really intensifying and rapidly moving into your area within the next hour. Notice that in Omaha, we stay dry. As far as the forecast here, we still have a cold front back to the north of us, stalled out front sitting on top of us, and that's what's helping to generate those strong gusty winds along with very warm temperatures. As we go into the overnight hours, early in the morning, we start off in the 50s, some spots 40s, so it will be cooler, quite a contrast. In the afternoon, we'll even see more rapid changes taking place with the temperatures. A few showers developing down to the south of us by around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I think the best chances for showers and thunderstorms really don't start to develop here until the afternoon and evening. If you do have any plans to head out to any of the fish fries, be prepared for that. Right now I'm looking at some strong thunderstorms, some lightning, some potential for some gusty winds and some moderate rainfall as we go through the evening hours, and maybe even some showers back to the north over Wayne and Norfolk. But notice those temperatures really start to drop rapidly as the front moves through. Marginal to slight risk, so severe storm threat to the south of Kansas City and into Arkansas, Missouri, and even parts of Louisiana and Oklahoma. So how much rain will this system bring to our area? By around 3 o'clock, about 1/10 of an inch. And then we're looking at total storms, totals on this rainfall. Close to almost a half an inch from Omaha to Elkhorn Valley and even down to the south over Gretna. So we could see some decent amounts. Right now it is 71 degrees at 11:22 at night. South-southeast winds at 33. That is sustained winds. Tonight and in the morning, 57. Some showers, again, some storms still potentially developing here across the area. Tomorrow, widely scattered. I think best chance after about 4 o'clock in the afternoon with a high of 67 and then falling temperatures. It will be much cooler for Saturday, 52. Chance for some showers lingering till about 1 to 2 o'clock. Mild, dry on Sunday with a high of 58. 60s into next week. Still a chance for some showers Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So active weather pattern here over the next few days. Sports is next.
I bought my new tires at Jensen Tire and Auto, so I got free nitrogen inflation.
Nitrogen inflation provides better gas mileage, longer lasting tires, and safer driving.
I got free nitrogen inflation and free refills for the life of my tires at Jensen.
For the long, healthy life of your car.
Now at Jensen Tire and Auto, buy 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires and get a $70 MasterCard reward card. Now at Jensen.
You were so right about that sale at America's Best.
Designer frames?
2 pairs from Karen Millen and Sofia Vergara. It's a great deal. 2 pairs and a free eye exam starting at $69.95.
You just pick them up?
Well, I did stop for coffee first.
Bet you stopped for coffee after, too, didn't you?
Ah! So cute!
Wow. You realize owls have sensitive hearing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Ah! So cute!
out.
The Designer Sales Event, it's not just a better deal, it's America's best. Hurry, Designer Sale ends Saturday.
This spring, pick your power. Steel fuel-powered equipment is the #1 selling brand in America. And the new Steel Lightning battery system delivers the power to do more on a single charge. Right now, you can pick fuel or battery at a great price. Choose between the fuel-powered FS38 trimmer or the battery-powered FSA 45 trimmer. Both starting at just $129.99. Pick your power, then pick up a Steel. Visit SteelDealers.com.
I know, we need to talk about this.
It's time.
And it is a big decision for us. Let's take the $1,000 in cash back.
Great.
You want to get one of those gaming chairs with the speakers?
Oh, you do? That's a surprise.
The Volkswagen 3 in Easy event, where you can choose one of 3 easy ways to get a $1,000 offer. Hurry in and lease a new 2017 Passat S for just $199 a month, plus a $1,000 bonus.
Don't miss the Harlem Globetrotters live. If home is where the heart is, then welcome to our house.
Playing Omaha's CenturyLink Center Sunday, April 9th. Tickets on sale at the box office and HarlemGlobetrotters.com.
X. X is that unknown factor. X is provocative. X is where you find the shiny stuff. X is love, and lust, and power, and pomp. This is the X side of infinity. Lease the Infiniti QX60 for $439 a month, or finance at 1.9% APR at your local Infiniti retailer.
Join Genesis Health Clubs for just $17 and save $17 every month.
Now, your Omaha Sports Insider Report.
With a win tonight, former Creighton coach and Nebraska native Dana Altman could move one victory away from his first ever appearance in the Final Four. Altman's Oregon Ducks taking on Michigan this evening in the Sweet 16. Games are still going on over on TBS, so we can't even show you the highlights earlier tonight that were on KMTV. We can tell you, though, Dana's Ducks are moving on to the Elite Eight for the second year in a row. Oregon holds on for a 69-68 win. Tyler Dorsey hit the game winner with just over a minute remaining. He led the Ducks with 20 points tonight. Derek Walton Jr., meanwhile, scored 20 for Michigan.
You know, you always dream of playing in the Final Four and winning a national title. And, you know, I feel really fortunate to have really good players who have put us in that position.
Also down in Kansas City tonight, the top seed, the Midwest KU, taking on Purdue and taking it to the Boilermakers, winning 98-66. The Jayhawks outscore Purdue 51-26 in the second half. So KU will meet Dana Altman and Oregon Saturday for the right to go to the Final Four. That'll be Saturday at 7:49 p.m. It'll be shown over on TBS.
Games we played all year. I thought Purdue was great early, obviously, and had us on our heels. And then we knocked down some shots to get the lead at halftime, but the second half I thought was about as complete as we played.
In the Sweet 16, the game's over on TBS. Gonzaga held on to beat West Virginia 61-58, and Arizona and Xavier are tied at 57 with under 9 minutes remaining. The winner of that one will face the Bulldogs Saturday. That will also be shown on TBS. A Big East men's basketball coach is out of a job. Georgetown fired John Thompson III today. Thompson had been the Hoyas' head coach for the past 13 seasons, leading Georgetown to the NCAA tournament 8 times. The Hoyas, however, have not made the big dance in 3 out of the last 4 years. For more Creighton basketball offseason news, head to omahasportsinsider.com, run by 3 News Now and AM 590 ESPN Omaha. The Nebraska baseball team continuing its 5-game road trip in California tonight. The Huskers facing Cal Poly, top of the first, runners on the corners. The Cal Poly pitcher throws the ball away. That allows Jake Myers to come in and score. That makes it 1-0 Nebraska. Then in the top of the 6th, Myers scores again on this RBI double by Ben Miller. That would be a huge run for the Huskers. Jake McSteen goes a career-high 6 2/3 innings. Nebraska takes it tonight by a final score of 3-2. Bank of the West play of the daytime. More college baseball. Kentucky's Connor Heady with the heads-up play at shortstop. Nice diving stop there, and somehow gets up to turn the 6-4-3 double play. An awesome play right there as Ole Miss, though, comes away with the victory tonight over Kentucky. That's just amazing how he did that. I don't even know how. I couldn't do that if I had 100 tries.
That was awesome.
Back to basketball. Bill Self, the Jayhawks coach, and Dana Altman, former Creighton coach. Both very likable guys.
Absolutely, and it should be a good matchup Saturday in Kansas City. I'm sure it'll be tough for Dana Altman's squad, especially with KU being so close to Lawrence. Should be a great matchup, though, in Kansas City on Saturday.
All right, thanks, Adam, and we'll have your weekend forecast coming up next.
Yesterday, you hit snooze. You hit a wall. You wanted to quit. But today is different. At Shields, we'll help you get past yesterday to keep doing more of what you want with those you want to share it with. We're not saying it's going to be easy, but it'll be worth it. So come visit us at Shields and take that yesterday